Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
The fireworks just kept on popping all week long when it came to the FBI Clinton email pardoning debacle. FBI Director James Comey testified before a heavily divided House Oversight and Government Reform Committee. The Democrats pointlessly cried out that the Republicans were yet again pulling political stunts.
Everyone knows what this committee is doing. Honestly, and I say this with all seriousness, I would not be surprised if tomorrow Republicans set up a new committee to spend $7 million plus on why the FBI failed to prosecute Hillary Clinton.
While the Republicans, to their credit, dug in on the lunacy that is the separate standard Hillary Clinton is being held to. Among other revelations, Comey readily admitted there was no transcript of the interview with Hillary and that she wasn't even under oath for the questioning.
It seems to a lot of us that the average Joe, the average American, that if they had done what you laid out in your statement, that they'd be in handcuffs. And they might be on their way to jail, and they probably should. And I think there is a legitimate concern that there is a double standard. So Hillary Clinton did come to possess documents and materials containing classified information via email on these unsecured servers, correct?
That is correct.
Did Hillary Clinton lie under oath?
Not to the FBI, not in a case we're working.
Did Hillary Clinton break the law?
In connection with her use of the email server, my judgment is that she did not.
Did you just not able to prosecute it, or did Hillary Clinton break the law?
Well, I don't want to give an overly lawyerly answer. The question I always look at is there evidence that would establish beyond a reasonable doubt that somebody engaged in conduct that violated a criminal statute? And my judgment here is there is not.
This double-track justice system that is rightly or wrongly perceived in this country, that if you are a private in the Army and you email yourself classified information, you will be kicked out. But if you are Hillary Clinton and you seek a promotion to Commander-in-Chief, you will not be.
That top secret information that you found, would somebody who was sophisticated in those matters, should it have been obvious to them that that was very sensitive information?
Yes.
Do you have 100% confidence that none of the 30,000 emails destroyed by Secretary Clinton's attorneys was marked as classified?
So that's less likely, but surely it's a reasonable assumption that some of the ones they deleted contain classified information.
Director, did Secretary Clinton, in fact, comply with the department's policies or the Federal Records Act?
I don't think so. I know you have the State Inspector General here who's more of an expert on all the department's policies, but at least in some respects, no.
So keeping the servers at home and all these types of things obviously is not in compliance with the department's policies.
Yes, and I've read the Inspector General's report on that. That's part of the reason I can answer that part with some confidence.
Okay, and yet she said publicly that she fully complied. So there again is another issue.
Are you familiar with Brian Nishimura's case?
Yes.
Okay, he's a naval reservist, for those who don't know, and he was prosecuted. What is the difference between his case and Hillary Clinton's case in terms of extremely carelessness and gross negligence? Because we're dealing with Statute 793, Section F, where it does not require intent. Is that correct?
No, I'm sorry, 793F is the gross negligence standard. That's
right, right. And is that why Brian Nishimura was punished?
No, Nishimura was prosecuted under the misdemeanor statute 1924 on facts that are very different. If you want me to go through them, I'll go through them, but very different than...
Okay, I think that there's been a review of this case, and they're very similar, and that's why people feel that there's a double standard. And
what they're reading in the media is not a complete accounting of the facts in that case.
So the former Secretary of State, one of the president's most important advisors on foreign policy and national security, had a server in her basement that had information that was collected from our most sensitive assets, and it was not protected by anyone, and that's not a crime?
Did Hillary Clinton give non-cleared people access to classified information?
Yes. I don't see the evidence there to make a case that she was acting with criminal intent in her engagement with her lawyers.
And I guess I read in criminal intent as the idea that you allow somebody without a security clearance access to classified information. Everybody knows that, Director. Everybody knows that.
Well, who is James Comey anyway? A career FBI agent that rose to the top? Think again. LaRouchePAC.com writes, not only is the Attorney General of the United States, Lorretta Lynch, the U.S. attorney who gave drug money laundering bank HSBC a free pass with a deferred prosecution agreement, but the head of the FBI, James Comey, was plucked by Obama from a plum job at HSBC, which Comey took in January of 2013, just after HSBC got the deferred prosecution deal. Comey's job for HSBC was as a leading member of the bank's Financial System Vulnerabilities Committee, formed immediately after HSBC settled with the federal government for laundering hundreds of millions of dollars for the deadly Mexican drug cartels. Get it? The Attorney General of the United States and the head of the FBI are both part of the deal that let HSBC off the hook. Is there any justice in Washington, D.C.? Or will the Clinton Mafia maintain its network as the corruption floats to the top unchecked? John Bound for Infowars.com.
Symbols are powerful, and the globalists have hijacked the symbols of America. They've turned them into their own symbols. Well, we are restoring the idea of the true republic, not the counterfeit globalist empire, by promoting the icon George Washington and others. That's why we're rolling out an 100% made in America line of incredible pro-liberty apparel. We are repopularizing liberty. We are helping fellow Americans rediscover what made this country great. We are the spirit of 1776. We are 1776 worldwide. We are all brothers and sisters in arms in the animating contest of liberty in the long march towards humanity's ultimate destiny of freedom. Visit madein1776.com today and vote with your dollars to promote truly made in America, high quality products, and promote the ideals of liberty.